In this video, we'll discuss baseplates in fixturemate. We'll look at the different types of baseplates available, how to adjust them to suit our workpiece, and how to quickly align our workpiece with them. The baseplate configurator is the second item in the left menu bar. Fixturemate has a library of baseplates to choose from, and this is continuously expanding based on the needs of our customers. They fall into two categories, either 3D printed baseplates, which can be 3D printed as an integrated part of your fixture, or manufactured standard components, like you might find in a machine shop. The 3D printed parts of your fixture can be mounted to these using standard hardware. For this demo, we're going to use the perforated panel. If you decide to change your baseplate halfway through your fixture design, you do have the flexibility to do this. With our baseplate selected, we can configure a few basic parameters. Of course, these parameters will vary depending on the baseplate you choose. If we need to, we have the flexibility to change these parameters later. This menu is already open in the left bar, but if we wanted to open it again, we could right-click and choose Edit Parameters in the context menu. Let's make it slightly wider to accommodate the workpiece. Next, let's change the workpiece's orientation so it's in a suitable position for the fixture in use. We can do this using the Align to XY plane tool in the context menu. First, we configure the gap between a face and the XY plane. Then we select the face using the crosshairs. Using this flat face of the workpiece as a reference, we'll left-click with the crosshair. The workpiece will then automatically orient this face to the baseplate. Now it's just a case of fine-tuning the width of our baseplate and the position of our workpiece to accommodate our fixture. If at any point during our fixture design we decide to change the baseplate for another one, this is quite simple to do. All we do is go to the Select Baseplate option, and then we just choose the baseplate we want. Let's choose a 3D printed rectangular baseplate. You can see here we have a few different options to the perforated panel, and it's as simple as that. You can also see that it's maintained all the dimensions that were used for the perforated panel. Let's try a different one. This time let's do a convex hull, and this will be 3D printed as well. You can see that this one will conform to the area of our workpiece. The idea behind this baseplate is that it extends all the way up to our workpiece, which is then subtracted from it to make a pocket. Of course, we've already seen the perforated panel. Let's have a look at the metal or wooden plates. These are very similar to the perforated panel, except they don't have the perforations. The intent behind these baseplates is that you use hardware or adhesives to stick the 3D printed parts of the fixture to the baseplate. Finally, something a little bit different, a glass fibre grid. You can 3D print parts that will fit into these glass fibre grid holes like pegs, and this will hold the parts very securely during transit, for example. Let's reset it back to our perforated panel because that's the one we're going to use going forward. That's it for the baseplates tutorial. In the next video, we'll develop our fixture further by adding support structures.